Hi there. I hope you're fine. I hope you're doing fine. Thank you so much for clicking. I hope you're right. I hope you're doing great. So, I just thought to do some more videos on supply and demand. I know people might have a lot of questions that they need answers to. Therefore, I thought, why not come in and yeah, do some more videos on simplifying the concept of supply and demand, right? Yeah. So I know other people think this is actually hard strategy, but it's actually one of the simplest according to my experience. I think it's one of the easiest. Okay, so nothing complicated here, right? So today I want to look at a few things. So I'm sure you've heard these terms: base, I mean drop, base, drop, base, drop, and rally and everything. So basically, when looking at supply and demand, there are basically two things you're looking at. All right, we're looking for continuation patterns and reversal patterns, right? So these are things that you're going to concentrate on. Supply and demand, you're looking at continuation patterns and reversal patterns. So with the first one, I'm going to let's look at continuation patterns, right? So what are you going to look at? So you're going to look for example, if the market is in a downtrend, right? So you look for a drop and then a base and a drop. Okay. How do you identify these levels? You're going to see big candles, right? Before that base, you're going to identify that there will be a big move like that. These big moves are not caused by us; they are caused by the smart money guys. Then price will drop, and then it will consolidate a little bit, right? After that consolidation, then it drops again. When it's consolidating, it's going to look like a flag pattern, right? When you identify such a flag pattern, what you do is that's your base. You can label that as your base, and then the next thing that you're going to do is just draw a zone, try to cover that whole consolidation, cover that consolidation, and extend it to the right side. Okay. So the reason why that consolidation has been formed is that because the banks or the big bank, the smart money, couldn't place all their orders right there, right? So price usually has to come back to that level because they have to get more of the orders filled, and that's an opportunity for you to trade with them. Okay, just locate where you are seeing a drop and base another drop, then draw a rectangle or whatever on that same consolidation, and basically you just wait for price to come back to that level. And once price comes back to that level, what do? You trade with them. Of course, you don't trade these levels blindly. What you're going to wait for is price to give you a confirmation. So a confirmation can be, for example, if this is a downtrend, you're going to wait for uh price to give you something like a double top or a head and shoulder pattern, and in a bearish engulfing pattern, or a bearish pin bar. Those will act as your confirmation where at supply zone. So this base is acting as what? As your supply zone, right? So this is where you want to look for selling opportunities at this level, at, at supply zone, at the base which was formed after a drop. So when you identify such a structure, what you're just going to wait for is for price to give you this confirmation. And once you do that, you can just take the trade, and the stop loss can be slightly above the supply zone, and you take profit on the next demand zone. Just like that. Okay? It's as simple as that. You look for big candles dropping. After that drop, you look for a consolidation. After that consolidation, price will break out. After that breakout, you wait for price to retrace back to this same level. And once price does that, you can prepare to sell as long as you get the confirmation of either a double bottom, a head of the shoulder pattern, and in a bearish engulfing pattern or a bearish pin bar at least the supply zone. That's a confirmation for you to sell. All right. I hope we're clear with that one. I hope it's really clear, and I don't think this is very complicated, right? I'm sure I don't find it complicated too. If you do, please let me know in the comment section so that I can make more videos like this. I know they will help you a lot, because they did that the same thing to me. Like at first I wasn't understanding it, but after actually watching more videos and reading a lot, I was able to actually understand it better. So if you don't, please, I'm here for you guys. Just comment, tell me that you are not understanding it, and I'll gladly do that for you. So yeah, it's like that. And then the opposite of that is what you call a rally base rally. Remember, these are continuation patterns. So you see big bullish candles pushing to the upside, and once you see that, your aim is not to chase that move. No. Once you identify those levels, that move like that, wait for it to form a base, and then once it breaks out of the base, just simply get your a rectangle and just draw cover that base, right? And just simply wait for price to retrace back to this level. We know the reason why price has to come back to this level. Why? Because these banks, the big banks, they have to what? They have probably they have left orders at this level. They couldn't get all the orders filled at this level. Therefore, price has to come back so that they have more of the orders filled. That's the reason why we only concentrate on what? On the first time the market is coming to that level. So you want to find a fresh zone. That's the one that you're going to trade, because that's a guarantee that price has to come to that level, because they have to get most of their orders filled. Of course, it might not come back that level in the shortest period of time, but most of the times it does. Okay, your job is just to identify these levels and wait for price to come back to that level. And once price is at that level, what do? You patiently wait for price to give you a confirmation. Please don't trade these levels blindly. They don't just trade them blind. That's because it's a good demand zone or a supply zone, doesn't mean that it will work 100% of the time. It won't. Otherwise, you have a lot of losing trades. The best is to wait for confirmation. Sit on your hands and wait for price to give you a direction. Like that, it will be very easy for you, because you have more winners than losers, of course. So I hope this is very clear. I know it can be a little bit messy, but I hope it's really clear. It's just like that. Just look for a nice bullish trend, a bullish push to the upside. Then you look for a consolidation like that. After that, price goes up. When price does that, what happens? You just wait for price to come back to this level so that you can take a buy. Of course, you have to wait for what? For confirmation. So if this is very clear, I'm sure it is. And if it's not, please, you can come back and watch these videos over and over. All right. And please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please kindly do that so that you can help produce more videos like this. I know these are helpful videos. They can help you become a much better trader. Okay. So let's look for examples. Okay, let's look for examples so that we can uh, make sure that this sinks in, and after this you can also go and practice so that you can actually what become good at this, at identifying this level. So are you able to see something right here? I can. So here it is. Look at this. We had this beautiful drop, right? Price dropped like this, then it formed a consolidation. Price kind of retraced back and then dropped again. So remember, that's our what? Our drop base drop, right? This is our drop base drop. So what do we do? So remember, this is drop base drop. What do? We just come here and cover the whole consolidation. So the consolidation can cover up to somewhere, something like this, cover the whole consolidation and extend it to the right side, right? Once you do that, what happens? You realize that price came to this level again. So after price came to this level, what do? You wait for your confirmation. And what the confirmation did we have here? We had a nice bearish engulfing pattern, and that's when we can take our sell. Just like that, as simple as that. We take or we actually just do that, put our stop loss above supply, and our target can look to the left and look for the most obvious swing low. The most obvious swing low was where, let's kind of zoom out a little bit so that we can get a much clearer picture. Okay, so I think there was a nice level there. So let's see. So if you held on to this level, look, price would have given you a nice, almost like 300 pips move to the downside. Okay, and probably there was a level here that you'd have traded, that you'd have checked for as your take profit level. Of course, remember, always look for a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 3 and above so that you can get better trades. So that's basically is a drop-based drop example. All right. So we would have taken this one, and then there was another one here. Okay, this is an opportunity again here. We would have just taken this another one here. Let's look for another one. Let's look for another drop-based drop. Let's see if we can find another one. Okay, drop base drop. Okay, we had a drop base drop. What do? We cover this consolidation here, and we simply wait for price to come back to that level. And did the price come back to that level? Yes, it did slightly, and it slightly touched our level here, and this was good enough to sell. Okay, what did we have here? We had after price came to this level, we had a nice bullish engulfing pattern. I mean bearish engulfing pattern here. This was also going to be a nice trade. Okay, we would have entered from here. Stop loss would have been simply there, and our target could have been somewhere here, a 2 to 1. Or if you are very conservative, you'd have probably put a stop loss just there, and they're giving you a nice trade, a 4 to 1. I want this to sink in, guys. This is very, very, very simple strategy. You don't have to complicate it. Just follow simple rules. Okay, that was drop based drop. Let's try and look for rally based rally. Let's see if we can find another strategy. I mean, a setup like that. Let's look at other examples. Let's see if we can find any. Let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. US30. Can we have anything there? Let's see if we have anything on US30. Do we have any here? Let's check. Okay, I see something. What am I seeing right now? Okay. Okay. I think we did have something here. Look, price gave us a nice push to the upside, right? Nice push to the upside. And then what did it do? It consolidated right here. So your job is to find this consolidation, okay, and cover the whole consolidation, and then extend it to the right side and wait for price to come to that level. Wait patiently for price to come to this level. Of course, price sometimes it might take forever depending on the time frame you're looking at, okay, but price really came to this level. How long did it take? From the 22nd of June to, it took really almost about 30, about 25 days. But price did really came to this level, and your opportunity was here. You had a nice inside bar formation, and you'd have taken this trade, and this trade would have resulted in a very, very, very nice trade, just like that. Just by you simply identifying these levels and waiting for these levels to show. Once price does that, you just come here and wait for your confirmation. And once you do, you're off and you can take this trade. Simple as that. Okay, this is what a rally base rally, and then extend, draw, cover the whole base and wait for price to come to the base. Once price comes to the base, what do? You take a buy. You don't just take a buy, of course, you wait for your confirmation. So look for those bullish and bearish reversal patterns. Those are the things that we're going to use in order to create what? In order to have that as confirmation for your buy. Okay, we had another beautiful trade here. Let me just show you. Let me just delete here. I'll show you something. What did you have? We had a nice pattern here. Look, let me just zoom in a little bit so that you're able to see. We had a rally, base rally. Able to see that, right? We had a rally, base rally. What do you do? Cover the base and patiently wait. Sit on your hands and wait for price to come back to that level. And this was a beautiful trade. Okay, what happened? We had a nice price coming here with a nice spin bar formation, and you basically just go to your lower time frame and find this trade. So check, when you identify such a trade like that, let's go to the 1 hour time frame and see what was happening on the 1 hour time frame. So if we come to the 1 hour time frame, let's see what is happening here. 1 hour time frame, we are here. We just confirm our base. Is it still valid? Yes. Look at that. Very beautiful trade. And this was going to be a nice trade. You have taken this trade right here. If you took it from here and your stop loss were slightly below supply, and you would have taken a nice trade here. Almost 334 pips caught. Just this one move. How long did it take? This was let me see. This was on the 11th of August, and then price was there on the 16th of August. Just almost like 5 days, and then you'd have taken this beautiful trade just by you being patient and waiting for the signal. Okay, so I think I've shown you guys in these two simple strategies, right? That you have to do when it comes to supply and demand. So a rally based rally and a what? A drop based drop. Since we've covered those ones, let me show you again two of the reversal patterns that are very nice and interesting. So these two are what we call the rally base drop and the drop base rally. I hope those two were clear and the examples were clear, right? So we have something like this: price pushing to the upside, then it forms a base, right? After forming this base, what happens? Price drops. Okay, that's a drop. That's a rally base drop. And then another example is where you have just opposite. You have what? A drop, then you have a base, and then you have a what? A rally to the upside. So these are what you call reversal patterns. The first one we're looking at was a continuation pattern. Now this one is what we call a reversal pattern. So it's simple. Identify the move, a big move to the upside. Once you do, price will give you some sort of consolidation, and once you see that consolidation, just bring your rectangle, make use of that rectangle, please, and then extend it to the right side. You can even label this as well as a supply zone. Okay, these are reversal patterns. Once you do this, simply be patient and wait for price to come to that level. So what you want to do is wait for price to come to this level. And once price comes to this level, what do? You wait for your confirmation. Remember the confirmation we talked about, guys? You wait for either a double bottom, a double top, a bullish engulfing pattern, a pin bar pattern, or a head and shoulder pattern happening where? At supply zone. Once you see that, that's your confirmation to what? To sell. Once you do this, just make sure you put your stop loss slightly above supply and your target on the next what? On the next demand zone. As simple as that. Okay, this is what we call what? A nice reversal pattern. It's called what? A rally base drop. You cover your base and wait for price to come back to that level, and once price comes back to that level, you look for your confirmation, then you sell. As simple as that. Then the next one is the opposite, just a direct opposite one. Okay, you look for what? a nice drop. Remember, these drops are supposed to be nice big candles, okay? And we know when you see those big candles, it's not us that cause such big candles. It's the smart money guys that makes such big candles. So once you identify those big candles, what do? Let me just drag this to somewhere here. Once you identify a big move like this, a big drop, and then price forms a consolidation, all right, or a range, and then after that, price breaks out to the upside. Okay, what do? Just get your rectangle and place that around that base, that consolidation, and sit on your hands and wait for price to what? To come back to this level. Once price comes back to this level, what do? You wait for your confirmation, right? Wait for your double bottom. Then once you have a double bottom, just take your trade. Once you have your confirmation, don't even hesitate. Please pull that trigger once you have your confirmation. Don't even hesitate. This strategy works. I can testify this strategy works, and I've had a lot of successes with it. I can promise you that. Okay? So the best thing you can do for yourself is master this strategy, and it will definitely, most definitely improve your performance. I'm telling you it should. Master this strategy and you are going to see some improvement in the trading journey. So just like that, once you see a big drop, then wait for a consolidation. Price goes up. You don't want to chase price as it's going up right now. No, what you want to do is wait for it to come back to this level. Once price comes back to this level, what do? You wait for your confirmation. Can that be? Talked about this, a double bottom, and invest head and shoulder pattern. Remember, this is a demand zone. Then a bullish engulfing pattern or a bullish pin bar. And once you have that, please don't hesitate to pull the trigger. Pull that trigger, pull that trigger, and don't even hesitate. As simple as this. So if this is clear, please let's go back to some examples and let's see some of the examples. And then I'll show you some of the trades that I've taken. I analyzed these pairs on Sunday. I will share them on my Facebook and Telegram channel, and this played out exactly like I've shown you. All right, let's look at AUD USD. I personally took these trades and they worked out very fine. Okay, so don't hesitate, please. Once you have your confirmation, just take that trade. Okay, so look at this. We had a nice example of what we just from looking at. We had a nice rally base drop. Okay, we had a nice rally base drop. Look at this base. Look at this rally. This tells you that smart money were in this area. The smart money guys were around. Therefore, they pushed price to the upside, consolidated a little bit, and then dropped. And what do? Your job is to wait for price to come back to this level. Just cover this zone. I know it can look a little bit messy, but just cover that zone and patiently wait for price to come back to this level. Once price comes back to this level, you wait for your confirmation here. What did we have? We had we had more like we had actually we had double rejection at that level. We had also what we call a bearish engulfing pattern at this level. If you go to the lower time frame, you actually realize that you had more like a head and shoulder pattern formation at this level, and then that was your confirmation to sell, putting your stop loss above supply, and it beautifully reached our target. You see how simple that is just by identifying this level. I personally took this trade. Let me show you my analysis of this trade. Actually took this trade. So you guys, it's very important for you to actually be generating your trades. Okay, make sure you actually take pictures of the trades and the trade setup, and therefore so next time you can actually, after trades have taken place, you can actually go back and review your trades and see if they've worked or not. And if they've not worked, you can always actually learn from them, and then how you become better, how you get better, just like that. If you don't review your trades, there's no way you can get better. So you always have to what? Review your trade. This is the same trades that I'm talking about, you guys. This is AUD USD. This was analyzed nicely. You see, price was still here, and this was my analysis. As you can see, I wanted price to come back to this level, and did price come back to that level? Of course it did. So this was the before. Look at the after. Price dropped, and right now, as we're talking, this is the same chart I'm showing you guys. Price literally dropped to these lows here. Is that magic? No magic. No magic at all. It's pure supply and demand. All right, so we had a nice rally, base drop. Wait for price to come back to this level, and it came. It gave me confirmation, and I put the trigger. Price dropped. Okay, giving me about 45 pips. Simple, 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 simple stuff, you guys. You guys can do this. I know you can do this. So just keep on practicing and master the strategy. All right. So let's look for another example of a drop, based drop. Let's see if you can find something. Let's see if you can find something. Let's look at USDT. Did I see? Did I take any trades here? Okay. Did I? No. Let's see. No, let me check. Let me look at GU. Let me look at GU right now. Let's see if we had anything happening there. Did we have anything interesting happening here? I think we did. Okay. So what happened here? Of course, I think we had a similar situation with AUD USD. What happened here? Price pushed to the upside, right? A rally, then base, then it dropped. Okay, this is a rally, base, drop. And what do? You simply wait for price to come back to this level. Once price comes to this level, what do? You sell as soon as you have what? Confirmation. And the marks that I'm still in this trade. I analyze this trade as well. Let me just show you. This is a GBP USD, right? Yeah, GBP USD where yeah, here. I analyzed this pair and it's playing out exactly as analyzed. Look, price went to the upside, a rally, then there was a base, and then there was a drop, right? Then price came back to this level again. You guys are able to see this? This is the same trade as this. This is the same thing. And price already has moved how many pips in my favor? It has moved almost like 30. It moved actually almost like 38, almost like 40 pips in my favor. Okay, this is the same trade you're seeing right now. It was analyzed, and this is the same trade right now. This is the same one. Okay, on the 1 hour time frame, it was here, and I knew that it was going to drop to this level. I had not exactly, but I anticipated this move, right? And eventually it paid out because of the same simple strategy: rally, base, drop. I think I have the same situation with I had the similar arrangement with Euro USD. Let me just check and just confirm. So all these were pre-analyzed and using simple basic principles. Basic, very, very basic. Okay. Yeah. So what we do have here? We had now here with actually this is very interesting because here we're looking at another the drop base drop now. I mean the drop base rally. So we had a drop. Okay, we had a drop at this level. We had a drop. So if you go to the higher time frame, you're going to appreciate it more. So we had the drop, big drop. We had the base drop. Okay, and price came to this level. You sell. All right, simple. And what happened at this level? We had a nice double bottom being formed, and you take a trade. Once the price leaves that area, you take a trade. And yes, you're right. I took this trade as well. Euro USD where it was here. Pre-analyzed, there was a drop. So of course this is more like actually more like a drop based drop kind of scenario. We had a drop based drop, and price came to this level. I look for my confirmation. I sell. This trade you're seeing right now is the same trade that is here, and I'm in profit by how many pips? Price came to almost like 30 pips, and then kind of retraced back. But I'm still holding. I have the confidence that price can still come to this level. So it's as simple as that, you guys. All right. I really want to find a drop based drop. Let me see if I can find. I mean, a drop based rally. Let me see if I can find an example of a drop based rally. Did I have any analysis? Let me check through my analysis if I did something like that. God, nah, 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 nah. Yeah, I probably can qualify as a drop base. Something like this: drop base rally. Yeah, we had a drop. There was a long period of consolidation, and then price went to the upside. You simply wait for price to come back to this level. Come back to that level, then you take the trade. Okay? It's as simple as that, guys. Like, you don't have to complicate it. It's as simple as that. Just wait for price to give you a confirmation. Wait for price to give you a confirmation. Then you can take the trade. Okay? So same situation with this one. We had price leaving this level. It was a rally, base rally. Okay, rally, base rally. This is a level of what? Of demand. This is a base. Just extend a level to the left side and wait for price to come to this level. Once price comes here, you can take a buy, but make sure before you take a buy, make sure you have the confirmation. Okay, I hope you guys have demonstrated to you guys that it's actually not very difficult for you to actually find these setups. It's not very hard for you to do this. All you need is to practice, practice, and practice. I hope I've proven myself that this is very, very easy and you can actually do it. I hope I've shown you that. Yeah, actually, let me show you the one for drop based drop. I mean, drop based rally. You see, we had a drop base and a rally. Like again, what you're just going to do is just extend this same demand zone. All this becomes a demand zone, right? All this level from here up to here becomes a demand zone. Just wait for price to come back to this level. Once price comes back to this level, you can take a buy as long as you have what? Confirmation. As simple as that. Just wait for price to come to that level, have your confirmation, and pull the trigger. It's as simple as that. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you're really enjoying this content. I hope you are finding some value in this content. And if you do, please, I really appreciate and want to help much more. So if you don't understand anything, please just leave it in the comment section. I'll sure to get back to you, and I will actually personally reply and make sure organize and actually do another video for you guys. And someone asked earlier if I do have slides for these presentations. For those for those presentations that will have slides, yes, I can still be providing. You can. I would link them in. I'll link my Telegram channel link in the description so that you guys can actually go there and you're going to. I can still send you once you can give me a DM, right? So you can just do that. Otherwise, please, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, hit the like, and also please comment if you're enjoying these videos. All right, thank you so much, and I'm out. See you next time.